If you're from the UK, then you know fall this year has been treacherous. The rain has been horrific and the cold has been hitting hard. I feel like I'm Chandler looking outside a rainy window, but instead of missing Joey, I'm missing the summer heat. But one thing I don't miss is the money that I lose to trends, which is a complete over-exaggeration because even I fall victim to trends. So team, in this video, I want to go over some trends that I've noticed cropping up this fall and giving you guys my honest opinion on them. And at any point that you find this video interesting or helpful, please do leave a like since it does help the channel to grow. And without further ado, let's just get into it. Okay, let's start off with this menace. Combat boots are getting really popular, and that makes sense because fashionable footwear has become more chunky. Now that's not to say that your Vans, Sambas and Converses aren't good looking. They are staples and they still look good. It's just that we're moving towards wetter territory, so boots handle the wet weather a lot better, so it just makes more sense that they're becoming more popular. I'm not saying that boots themselves are the menace here. Don't get me wrong, I love boots. They are a staple in my wardrobe and I wear them all the time. What I'm talking about are the Veneda Carter X Timberland boots, otherwise known as the glazed donut Tim. When I first saw this boot, I immediately thought, why is it so shiny? Why does it look so much like a donut? Which makes sense because it's been dubbed as the donut boot. At the same time, I did think, yeah, this boot just isn't for me. It has no place in my wardrobe. Because personally, if I were to go get a boot, I would just go for a heritage real leather brown boot, which would patina over time, and I think that's character. So in my opinion, those glazed Timberland boots are just a no for me. And I know that people on Instagram rock it really well with their outfits, but I just think in terms of the functionality I personally want in a boot just doesn't come from that Timberland, so it's just a no from me. Combat boots, yes. Glazed donut Tims, no. Next up are Carabiners. Now all streetwear warriors unite because we love their jingling keys. Embarrassingly though, not actually embarrassingly because I had a good reason for this, I started hooking my keys on my waist with a carabiner around 2018, and trust me, the consensus back then was that it didn't look good. Now my reasoning for this was because I lost my wallet a few times before and I had to create a system to make sure I never lost it again, and in the process of doing so I made a system for my keys as well, and that was with the carabiner. It would never be in any of my pockets, it would always be around my waist, and if it didn't jingle then yeah, something's wrong. I did get a few janitor comments, but I didn't care because I was embracing the whole dad vibes anyway. In my opinion, it's an inexpensive accessory that adds a detail to your outfit which elevates it. And not only that, it does add function, so I'm all for that. So the way that I personally wear my carabiner with my keys is with a Campbell Cole key wrap. It's a beautiful piece of leather that wraps around your key and hugs it, which reduces movement, so it reduces that whole jingling noise. And it makes it look a lot more elegant, so it reduces that whole janitor look. And according to my best friend, I no longer look like a janitor, I look like a gunslinger, so take that as part of the analysis here. In other words, I'm all for the carabiner trend. Next up, we're talking about workwear jackets, which I think are an amazing piece because of their construction and quality. And since I am someone who loves good value, high quality items, it really fits the bill for me. They are warm, they are well priced, and they can last a lifetime if you take care of them well enough. Now I know that they can't be used in every single situation, but they will be viable for almost all occasions. And since there's so many designs to choose from, I think that anyone can find a workwear jacket that will suit them. I think that they are definitely a staple in my wardrobe. They have been and will always be. It's exactly like how I see Converses. They were popular for a period of time and that popularity did taper away, but they are still a staple in many people's wardrobes and they still are cool. And I think that same logic applies to the workwear jacket. Moving away from jackets, we're talking about coats, and more specifically long coats. Now long coats have been around since forever and they're not going anywhere. They just cycle in through seasons. But what we're seeing a lot more frequently are military features more prominent in these long coats, such as double breasts and wide shoulders. If I had to recommend a long coat to someone, I would say to go out there and buy one that you know you'll wear year on year, because that's good for your money, good for your wardrobe, and good for your style. Don't chase trends. Never chase trends. White luxury isn't anything new. It's been a consistent feature for the top 1% because they could be wearing Prada suits, but you wouldn't know it's a Prada suit because it isn't plastered with Prada. It is Prada because of the materials used, the quality in its construction, and the fit. That's what makes it Prada. That is quiet luxury. I do think that a lot of high street brands embody these elements of quiet luxury. For example, COS, Arcare, and Uniqlo. From a technical standpoint, yes, these brands are not quiet luxury. Their prices are far off what quiet luxury offers. But in terms of finer details, I think they offer something that is quite similar to those brands, but for a much more affordable price. And I think it's a really good sign that elements of quiet luxury is building within high street brands. This means that these stores can focus more on producing really good high quality products for us to consume as consumers to represent their brand rather than focusing on just pushing a brand name. Overall, I'm all for it. I would rather a good quality piece than a low quality piece with a name slapped on it. Now this is something that I've seen crop up a lot in the stores that I've been browsing, and that is oversized collars, or colossal collars if you like alliteration. It's basically making the collars of standard pieces a lot bigger than they usually are. This could be with shirts or with sweaters. Personally, as you know, I think trends are cool since they can help you be exposed to things that you might like. But I don't think that this is a trending feature that's for me. The big collars may make my shoulders look a lot smaller than they are, so I don't think that's a really good thing for my physique. It doesn't have a place in my wardrobe, so overall the trend is a no from me. Now staying on the subject of knitwear, this is making me feeling like I'm going a bit crazy. Is it just me, or are there more cardigans around than any other year? I feel like everywhere I look, cardigans are being marketed to me. Not that I don't like cardigans, I actually really like them. I really like the funky streetwear patterns that are available now. But unfortunately, I just don't think cardigans look that great on me. And I know that it's a natural progression. When the seasons change, the cardigans come out, but I just feel like this year, they're being pushed a lot more than usual. And I kind of feel like the fashion lords are trying to make cardigans trendy. And I mean, they don't have to be trendy to look cool, because they definitely do look cool, but yeah, I feel like I'm seeing them a lot more recently, and that's not particularly a bad thing, it's just something that I noticed. So if you're into cardigans, I'm all for it. And that's all the trends that I wanted to cover. Was I off the mark with anything that I said? Let me know in the comment section below, and let me know if there were any trends that I should have covered. It was quite nice making a video like this, so if you guys did enjoy it, let me know. I may make more videos in this format and make this into a quarterly series. And if you don't want to miss out and want more videos similar to this, then please do subscribe. We're almost at the 1K mark. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.